Today is June 13th because it's just after midnight. Um, and as of 3 3 days ago, I've been on testosterone for 10 months. And as you can see, facial hair it's there. It's filling out more, it's growing faster, which is pretty awesome. One of the things that I'm not too thrilled about is that I'm getting acne. You can kind of see here, it's kind of worse on this side. So that sucks. I have it like on my arms too, and like on my back, so it's kind of gross. But it's worth it. I mean, yeah, the positives outweigh the negatives. What else? What else? What else? In terms of mood, it's been pretty stable, which is pretty awesome. So that's good. Um, Hair, yeah, and I've mentioned this probably every video that I've made that I'm still turning into a werewolf, and that's probably not going to change anytime soon. But yeah. So what else was I going to talk about? So one of the weird things about coming out is that once you think that you've come out to everybody, or once you think that you would just 100% pass no matter what, there's always one person that you forget to come out to, and they end up like misgendering you and not, using the correct name that you would want them to. Um, and that happened to me the other day at work. Um, the FedEx lady came in and she goes, "Oh, hi, female name. How are you?" And I'm like, "Can you not see that like I've got a beard? Like I'm not female. I mean, of course I didn't actually say this out loud. Um, and like stupid me, it's still automatic that unfortunately like I just respond when I hear my female name. I mean, hell, I've been used to it for 24 years of my life. Um, so that's probably gonna take a little more time to get used to not reacting to. Stupid me, I'm like, oh, hi. Oh, crap, what did I just do? And, once I realized that I, didn't make any eye contact with her, I just kind of avoided her. Um, and FedEx lady is talking to my boss, like, oh, well, gee, what's up with her today? That kind of thing. And I'm just laughing to myself, like, this lady has no idea what's going on. And, the customers in the store are staring at her like she's the idiot. Like, can you not tell that that's a dude you're talking about? Um, so that was really weird. That was really awkward. But I mean, the thing is that I usually just work on weekends, and the FedEx lady doesn't really come on weekends, so I've pretty much been avoiding her for the past year. Um, so that's that. I just got back from Boston a couple hours ago. I spent the night at my friend Evan's house. Hi, Evan. Love you. Um, and we went to Pride, and it was fun. It was nice. At first, I wasn't gonna march. I was just gonna stand there and take pictures. But it started to pour, like torrential downpour, and I would have had to just kill 3 hours or so worth of time to wait for Evan and his girlfriend and everybody else to get to Government Center. So I figured that I would just march with them. So I was in the transgender contingent, and it was nice. It was fun. A lot of people were clapping and cheering. People were actually there, considering the weather was so craptastic. Um, but I met a bunch of cool people, and it was really awesome. So I'm really glad that I went. Um, what else is I going to talk about? Oh, so school ended. I actually did pretty well this semester, despite one of my classes, which I mean I passed, but not as well as I would have liked to, and pretty much it's because I wasn't really handing things in on time because, and I don't know if anybody else has experienced this, but I've been getting panic attacks, and it's not really the kind that like I'll just like freak out and just start like running amok around the house or whatever. It's a lot more like internal. It's more just like physical symptoms as opposed to general like, oh my god, like anxiety. So and I would normally get those like when I would have to hand crap in. So it's just not fun, not cool. So I'm trying to learn how to work on that, and it's fairly new. I mean, I started to get them about 5 years ago. I went through this really horrible depression, and I had this treatment, and it wasn't really until after that treatment that these things really started to get bad. So, but granted, the transition has really helped with that, but most of this is just like free floating anxiety, panic, that kind of thing. So, yeah, unfortunately, sometimes it's hard to hide, but I usually do a pretty good job. Um, what else was I going to talk about? I really should write stuff down when I like go to talk about these things, but I don't. Oh, another thing. We went up to Maine a couple weekends ago to visit my grandparents, and I hadn't seen them since February, and obviously things have changed since February. So I made them a video, and I said, "Hi, this is what I look like. This is what I sound like. I just didn't want to freak you out by getting in there and having you be like, oh my god, you have a beard,' like that kind of thing." Um, so the response that I got was, thanks for the message. Bring the arrow bed. See you Sunday. Like, okay. So my grandmother, she's still not really okay with it. She doesn't understand it. I mean, I pretty much killed her only granddaughter. So, and like, yeah, I feel kind of bad about it, but I mean, I had to do this, or hell, I might be 6 feet under. But anyway, we're not going to think about that because I'm still here, and that's pretty awesome. Um, but basically, it's like when you go and you see somebody that that like aren't really sure that you like, or just it's just awkward, or it's an acquaintance, and you just kind of give them this like half hug kind of thing. Like that's kind of how she greeted me, and just kind of how she treated me throughout the whole thing. But I mean, everybody got the name right, so and everyone just kind of avoided the pronouns, which is fine with me. Um, but it was still kind of awkward. But she's trying, I guess. But we'll just have to see what happens. Um, my parents are 100% on board using the right name. Very rarely do they slip up with pronouns, so that's awesome. Another thing is I'm finally actually cleaning my room, so and I'm getting rid of a lot of crap um, that my female self used to have, and it's really good. It's really cleansing. It's like I'm actually like making my own space. So now that I actually have the time to clean it, I'm actually like doing a good job with it, and hopefully I'll be done with that soon. Um, so that's pretty much it. That's all I can think of. If I can think of anything else, of course, I don't know, I'll make another video or something. But anyway, so that's me. This is 10 months. This is what I look like. This is what I sound like. And I will see you next month. See you later.